I wanted to start using my Harbor Freight mini lathe again, and I had to dig it out from under the workbench. It had a bunch of stuff on top of it, so I dug it out the other day and plugged it up and tried it, and I remembered I had stopped using it because there was something wrong with it. I couldn't remember exactly what it was, but the problem was when you turn it on, it would run, but it would only run wide open, and you couldn't slow it down. This potentiometer didn't do anything. Actually, it was this one. This is the old one. And as I was cleaning off my workbench, I also found a new potentiometer from littlemachineshop.com that I apparently had ordered a couple of years ago when it started having that problem. So I thought, well, let me get that installed, and that maybe will take care of the problem. So I took this old pot out, soldered in the new one, and turned it on, and it still did the same thing. It would only run wide open. Wouldn't matter whether you had it in forward or reverse, it would just go wide open, and in fact sometimes it would even blow the fuse. So I thought, well, it looks like I'm going to have to buy a new board or something in here that's it's not just the potentiometer. So I went to littlemachineshop.com and started looking around on what it was going to cost to buy either this whole shooting match where you get this whole little panel, the board inside, the switch, the on and off switch, the pot, the whole thing, or just buy the board. And I noticed that Chris on the littlemachineshop.com website had a little Chris's tips thing, and when you clicked on it, he talked about a guy by the name of Pete Brush that has a website called olduhfguy.com, and he says that before you spend the money to buy this whole thing, if you have one of these old kind of lathes, and there's a lot of these little mini lathes that are sold under different brands and things, to contact him, and he repairs the boards inside these. So I sent him an email and told him what was going on with my lathe, and he said, yeah, I think I can take care of your problem for you. So I sent him, took the board out, sent it to him. He got it this past Monday, and by Monday night he was sending me an email saying he had a chance to repair it and he was going to send it back. So I got this in the mail yesterday, so now I'm going to see if I can put it in there and see if that solved the problem. Okay, here is the board. I was just looking to see. I know when I sent it back to him, before I sent it, I took a picture of it, and it had a label on the back here. I'll post a picture of that. So I guess this is the same board. I can't tell what he's done to it. So I guess we'll stick it in there and see what happens. These things, there's not a lot of wires to it. There's really just 4 wires right here, and then the 3 wires to the pot go right here, 1, 2, and 3. And I took a picture of that to make sure I get all that connected back right, but it's really pretty simple. They're all labeled inside here. Okay, got it all in there. Let's get it plugged in and check it out and see if it's going to run the right way. Okay, let's flip the switch and see what happens. Got power. Let's put it in forward. Ah, yeah. Okay, this, I usually keep this in the low gear, and it's supposed to run about 200 to 1500. So this right here maxed out is probably about 1500. And then of course you can switch a lever in the back and set it in the high gears, and it will run from 460 to 2900, which I hardly ever use it. I usually just keep it on the low RPM. But that's working perfect. It's you can get it to run slow now. Before it would just run wide open. All right, now let me switch it off here and put it in reverse. Yep, looks like it's all good. So now I can finish cleaning this up. I wasn't going to put any effort into cleaning this thing up until I was sure I could get it running again. But big shout out to Pete Brush up there in Maine. His website is www.olduhfguy.com. I'll put links below in the description, so if anybody that has one of these small lathes like that and you're having trouble with the board, before you go to littlemachineshop.com or some other place and buy the whole shooting match here, you know, you might want to have Pete check out your board. And this is a new potentiometer on here too. This one may still very well be good, I don't know, but since this one was a little bit larger and I actually had to drill out the hole a little bit because it had a bigger threads there, but I was able to take the insert out of the knob and use the same knob, so it's all working, it's all good. This one may or may not be good, I don't know, but anyway, that's going to do it for this video. If you got anything out of this, please leave me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and consider subscribing, and you'll get to see what I turn on this lathe. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching.